OCO free thinkers.
I make you think, yeah. I make you think, I make you think, yeah. I make you think, yeah.
Man, I'm so tired of these other ethnicities disrespecting the gods, the original people. Like, I'm seeing so many videos of the Spanish, and I know all Spanish people do not look at us in this light, but majority does. And I'm seeing videos of this officer lady going in and calling us the N-words and talk about how f***ed up we are and all this shit. Then stumbling on a whole nother video of a Spanish lady going in on the black people. And I'm sitting there like, what the f*** is wrong with all these ethnicities out here? Y'all identify with a location. Puerto Rican, Mexican, all these are locations. Vietnamese, location. Chinese, locations. Yeah, see, at first I used to get very upset because we were the only ones that couldn't
I'm gonna make a small correction. We're calling them by way of location. They're not referring to themselves as that. They're not referring to themselves by way of location. We're referring to them by way of location. To go all the way back, you heard what that guy said that's from Kenya. You heard what that guy said. I forgot that term name, the term was for his ethnicity, but he was referring to his tribe. They're gonna call each other by way of their tribe, in which we should. The Chinese don't call themselves Chinese. Africans don't call themselves Africans. They start going by the tribe. Some of them will say Asian, but most of them don't. I done ran into a bunch of them that do not call themselves Chinese nor Asians. I done ran into people from Hindi. They do not call themselves East Indian, none of that. That's the Western European way of learning things. But no, they don't refer to them, not all of them refer to themselves by way of location.
I sit to just a location. Then I start thinking, well, what other title will we want? We don't want to be an American, because that's a location. The reason we're not tied to a said land is because that's how everyone else is. They don't have a real ethnicity, right? Because they come from us. And that's what pisses me off. There's no such thing as Spanish people, Puerto Rican people. The place is called Puerto Rico. There's no such place as Mexican people. The place is just called Mexican. The original people on them lands, they look like me or darker. You come from my balls. So I'm trying to figure out how the fuck you being so disrespectful to people that gives you breath. Every nationality out here does not exist without us. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Kneel. You need to kneel.
Talk to these niggas.
You need to kneel. That's what the fuck every last one of y'all supposed to be doing. And the reason you're not doing it is because the gods and the goddesses are not acting accordingly.
I agree with that.
We letting y'all live. We letting y'all breathe. We letting y'all say all this crazy shit about us and we not standing up. But when the time does come, you will see and you will recognize the original people, the real gods. I'm sick of that dialogue and that narrative.
Set it on fire, fire, fire.
What's his name? His name is Chief Meek Key Warrior. Chief Meek Key Warrior. Yeah. He going in.
Y'all
going in.
Y'all don't have no existence on this land. No breath of air on this land without us. Your daddies. Your gods. Your reasoning. The fuck are you out here degrading us for? It's fucking sickening, man.
You are specks of dust beneath our fingernails. Your very breath is a gift from Olympus. You have insulted powers beyond your comprehension.
Wait, what the fuck is... Oh no, this is him. So he just trying to show a movie? See, this some TikTok stuff. I think that's what's going on.
Who are you?
Neil.
And then we say,
okay, so he just basically showed an example. Okay, so that is from, I don't know that movie, but he basically said, I believe the guy said, I am him. And then he said, kneel. If I heard that correctly, it might have sounded muffled on y'all side, but he definitely said kneel, and all of them started kneeling. Okay, let me see what she's saying.
All these motherfuckers over here, and they made you poor on a rich, resourceful fucking land. That's ours. They made us poor on our own fucking land, and they gave somebody else credit for our fucking history.
You know what? The reason why I like the fact that my people are yelling is because this is a part of healing. A part of healing, sometimes you got to get that emotion out. It's okay to be emotional. I was emotional this whole way. The 10 years of me, 11 years of me doing this, 10 years on YouTube, I was emotional. I got irate at times that people didn't understand. Dang, why you yelling? I was always yelling, screaming to the top of my lungs because I need that to go through your thick ass skull. Our people getting it though. Our people getting it. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. I'm so happy because our people are healing now. So you know what comes after that. Ooh, talk, bro. See? Okay. All right. I'm getting hyped.
They done got other raggedy motherfuckers to claim they are you and still hold possession. Them punk motherfuckers know this ain't they land. They know that shit.
Negroes hate being black so much, they wake up one day, I'm a Native American. Yeah.
We never said, oh, here we go. We never said that we were Native American, but we know this nigga running from me.
I will not be debating Dane Calloway.
Still to this very day. He don't want no smoke. I've been called him out.
I'm a Cherokee. Yeah. I'm a Choctaw. Yeah. I'm a Seminole. Yep. But nobody told him the Cherokees owned African slaves. Nobody told him the Choctaws owned African slaves.
We already went through that already, and they didn't own African slaves. That's a lie. Not all their slaves were African. In fact, nobody purchased African slaves. Show me any paperwork where they purchased African slaves in the 1800s, 1700s, 1600s. So he has an agenda. He's trying to put African in front of everything, and he's inaccurate. Already inaccurate, but he's even more inaccurate. Misleading the people. Just because you screaming and yelling and sound good don't mean that what you're saying is right and exact and accurate or correct. You know that though. That's why you running from me, Umar. You know that. Look, Umar, I know you scared. You know for a fact that I did your genealogy. Now, if you would debate me and I won't use your genealogy, I will still get you. But I think you running because you know I did your genealogy. And you know I'll expose who you are. And I know this is gonna get sent to him. I'll do you a favor and I won't air out your genealogy. How about that one? Watch you run from that one. Because I'm talking about the debate first round is your genealogy. Your credibility is out the window, Slim. Been out the window. You just holding on for dear life for what your cult following got right now, which is nothing. You've been promising the opening of the school since 2013. And here you are working on one classroom and they got a curriculum to save your life. You're a grifter. That's why you don't want no smoke with me. I sent you the money. You had to agree to my terms. What you think, I'm some sucker? Or I'm just gonna give you some free money, nigga? I ain't your fan. What you thought that was? I'm just gonna school you and put you in the place where you belong. Swear to God, you earned your doctrine. And if you did, it wasn't in history. And you sure ain't earned your doctrine in African American studies either. Cause you still speaking English right now. Ain't show us a drop of your family out there in Africa when you go visit. But you got a school coming. And you want to help black boys, but you can't even take care of your own children. I live with my children. Slim? I'm in my children's life every day. You don't want no smoke with me. I know you don't. Too real for you, huh?
The Seminoles own African slave, so if your mother got Cherokee in her family, how do we know your mother wasn't a slave of the Cherokee?
Damn. Yeah.
And the 5 major Native American tribes fought with the Confederacy against the freedom of black people. They fought to maintain slavery, and we run.
That's an agenda. He tried to make it seem like we was fighting to maintain slavery, but that's not what the Civil War was about. Why would they fight over? Think about it. Slavery is nothing but employment. Employment is nothing but people working, doing a job. Why would the Union or the South want to abolish slavery? How are they going to upkeep their businesses? Oh, they're going to hire some foreigners to come in? They don't make sense, do it. The Civil War was never about the abolishment of slavery. They didn't fight because of that. Both sides needed slavery to happen, just like they do now, right? They got AI out there trying to run a business by itself. AI is replacing plenty of people's jobs. Robots galore, that's coming. That's coming. That's around the corner. But we talking about back then. No robots, no AI, no computer. But they was fighting to abolish slavery. For who to work? Stop slavery. And then what? Everybody lose their businesses? They lied.
Around bragging, talking about I got Native American. So red blood is better than white blood? Slave blood is slave blood. I don't give a damn if it's a red slave master, a yellow slave master, or a brown slave master. The point that I'm making is this. If we want black people to get on board with a truly global Pan-African liberation struggle, we have to give them something to be proud of.
A liberation struggle. Get on board with a liberation struggle. So he wants you to still get on board with liberating the struggle. He just told you that. Hold up. Listen.
If we want black people to get on board with a truly global Pan-African liberation struggle.
Liberation struggle. Let that sink in. He wants you to feel liberated while struggling. Man.
We have to get.
And this the clown that some of y'all holding up as y'all leader. This him? This all you got?
Something to be proud of.
You know, I gotta practice what I preach, but I gotta let our ancestors down today.
I remember that. I saw that.
OCO, free thinkers.
I make you think, yeah. I make you think, I make you think, yeah. I make you